I just want to say how much I've enjoyed being with you all for the last 5 days. I really miss you. You are my family. And being in Perth, it feels really, really far away. And I found out once I'd shifted there that it was the most remote city in the history of the world. And honestly, it feels like that sometimes. But I have made some good friends over there, and I've made some new friends in a new space. And I remember I stood up in a room of 150, kind of like this, 150 people, and I stood up and said, you know what, I have a tribe back in New Zealand, and they are my people. And in that moment, they felt like my people too, and it was like I was comparing my new people to all of you. I'm not cheating on you. They just were starting to come close to the feeling that I have with you guys. And it was a really beautiful acknowledgement to realize, you know, I have a tribe. Even though I've gone far away, it's so nice to still feel so connected to all of you. And before we begin, I just want you guys to take a moment at your tables to just look at each other, because we are all connected by this love obsession that we have with photography and making images. Just look at each other. I'm serious, guys. I haven't said my piece yet. I like that though, Harry. Look at each other and just send gratitude and appreciation into somebody next to you for a few moments, because this is why we come together to celebrate. Alrighty, without further ado, we're going to play the behind the scenes movie, and thank you so much to Doug Richardson. I don't actually think he's slept in the last 5 days. He's pulled this together for us, so do enjoy. Doug, that's so awesome, seriously. Alrighty, I would like to welcome to the stage our fearless leader, our Presidente, Ollie Dale.
I love you
too. I love you too.
I love Rach, she's awesome. So I never write speeches, so I wrote a speech. A little bit of feedback. A special welcome before I begin to Mr. John Swainston, the President of the AIPP. And Moira Blinko, who is the President of the PSNZ, the Photographic Society of New Zealand. Plus my own special guest at my table. Hi guys. I invite you to stand up. No, seriously, before I begin, I need to check if you can all stand up, because there will be standing ovations tonight, so could you please just push your chairs back a little, stand up. That's it. Mike, if we could just edit in that standing ovation at the end of my speech, that'd be good. Okay, so, thank you. You may sit, but you will be standing again, I promise. Every great speech starts thanking God and my parents, because without them I wouldn't be here, but I'd also like to thank the bus driver who didn't run me over today on Featherston Street, with whom I was almost not here. This is all about thanks. My role tonight is about thanks, but a little bit of inspiration at the end. Can I get the following people to stand up and remain standing? Okay? Sponsors of the Iris Awards and Gala dinner, NIKON. Thank you, NIKON. You guys are awesome. Come on, everyone. Stay standing, fellas. Stay standing. Sponsors of In Focus and Exposure, Ilford, I invite you to stand up. Platinum sponsors, LaCie and Canon, I invite you to stand up. This is a mouthful, this one. Gold sponsors, Olympus, CR Kennedy, Leica, Memento Pro, Sony, Fujifilm, North and South, iPhoto and Epson. I invite you all to stand up. But there's more. Silver sponsors, Lumix, ISO, D-Photo and Queensbury. I invite you all to stand up. And bronze sponsors HP, I invite you to stand up as well. Also, a special mention to Venues Wellington, who were a venue sponsor for this year, which was very greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the people responsible for the future of our industry, our wonderful sponsors. Thank you. You may sit down and drink and drink and drink. Next, I'd like to invite the members of the following groups to stand up. The board, the events team, the accreditation team, regional representatives and members of regional councils, Peter from the events, Emma and Deanna. Please all stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the people responsible for the future of our industry, the wonderful people who give of their time to make the NZIPP happen. Thank you very much, guys. Could I get all the wonderful speakers and presenters at this year's Exposure and In Focus conference? I invite you to stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the people responsible for the future of our industry, those willing to share their knowledge and expertise and passion so that we may all learn. Thank you, guys. So, I'd like to talk just quickly, while I still have time, about vulnerability and courage. I know vulnerability because I received 3 bronzes and 2 professional standards. My good friend Mr. Mike Langford knows vulnerability. This weekend our Grandmaster, Mr. Langford, received a professional standard, and when the panel chair asked if any of the judges had something to say that could improve the image, the judges replied, no. We all know vulnerability when we enter the Iris Awards and when we stand on stage to present from our hearts. I'm going to reference Brené Brown in her 2011 TED Talk on the power of vulnerability. If you haven't seen that TED Talk, please go check it out tomorrow. The Iris Awards are a great example of vulnerability, putting our hearts on the line in front of our peers and hoping that they get our messages, which they quite often don't. In that talk, Brené Brown researches people who have a strong sense of love and belonging, and the NZIPP that I know prides itself on having a strong sense of love and belonging. My dear friend Rachel Callender told her story in Rotorua a few years ago. She showed excruciating vulnerability and created the possibility of love and belonging in our community. Our AIPP friends from Australia coming to Wellington for a few days every year to Iris in Focus always comment on the strong sense of love and belonging that they have found with us in New Zealand. In Brené Brown's 10 years of research, she found that those who actually do have a strong sense of love and belonging simply believe that they're worthy of love and belonging. Entering the Iris Awards, being a member of the photographic community, standing up for the future of our industry, that takes courage. And the difference between courage and confidence is shown by all those people who just stood up just now. Confidence is your own belief in your ability or someone else's ability to achieve something. But confidence depends on the situation at hand. For example, I'm confident I'll get home safe tonight, but that confidence could disappear depending on how much I drink, right? Courage, on the other hand, is the willingness to proceed in spite of fear. Courage is unconditional. So what's this all about? Last year I got a phone call from Catherine Williams, who's watching this live stream. Hi, Catherine. Everybody says hi. And she asked me to be president. What an incredible honour to be considered good enough to stand alongside those who have been in this presidency before me. To be honest, courage was furthest from my mind. A few days of phone calls to past presidents, conversations with my wife. Hi, Jackie. And I accepted the responsibility despite my fears. Those volunteers from the NZIPP who just stood up, they have all shown courage as well. Our friends in Australia have shown courage and reformed themselves, and we support them and wish them all the best, and we look forward to working with them for both of our futures. Now I speak to you, our NZIPP members. We need you. The volunteers who give of themselves to make the NZIPP work are some of the most courageous people I know. We now look to our futures, and this is really new, I can't read it. Sorry. We now look to our futures and where the photography world will take us, but we don't really know. But what we need from you is more courageous people to stand up and make a difference in our future. It doesn't matter how confident we are, it matters how courageous you are. In November this year, we will have our AGM. At that AGM, we will accept nominations for all the positions held within the NZIPP. I invite you to stand up. I invite you to be courageous. I invite you to join our family of love and belonging by becoming a member, by staying a member, by bringing in new members, by volunteering for a position, even if you don't have any confidence. As Bryce said today, I'm just asking you to understand that you are enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, the people responsible for the future of the photographic industry. Thank you.
Ollie, I think you are such a piece of this love and belonging. From the very first day I became part of the NZIPP, you were one of the people that I felt that I belonged. You felt you were safe to me. So thank you so much. You have been a wonderful leader this year. I would like to invite to the stage Kay Davis, the Honours Council Chair, and all the members of the Honours Council. Oh no, hang on, what? Did I do it? Oh, come up, yeah, you come up. Just keeping you on your toes. You could maybe introduce all the members if you want to.
Can I?
Yeah, because you know all the names.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can pronounce them all.
No, we're just up to the Honours Council bit. See, we're up to here, 7:15.
Yeah, okay. Are we on time?
We're doing really well.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll take this with me. Are you okay, or shall I stand here with you? Okay.
Fellow penguins. Evening, everyone. I'm really, well, some of you might be relieved to know that tonight we made a record today on Honours in terms of when we finished packing up. For the first time in I don't know how many years, I actually got to have a shower before coming to the dinner. And that was great. The last 5 days have been absolutely amazing, and I hope you've all actually gained so much from the event. Learning, education, friendship, family, and just getting together and enjoying what we all love, photography. The IRIS Awards, the IRIS Professional Photography Awards, are where photographic practice and standards are challenged. These challenges are both personal to each and every entrant, as well as contributing holistically towards the establishment and development of best photographic practice in the wider photographic community. What makes this event so special is the roller coaster of emotions it brings, filled with both tears of joy and tears of disappointment when expectations haven't been met. It's important to remember that the judges who are tasked with scoring well over 1,000 prints over a 3-day period are chosen for their experience, knowledge and expertise. They are not perfect, but they judge from the heart, with a phenomenal love and passion for the craft of photography. The annual awards is an event aimed at constantly raising the bar within professional photography, and each year that bar is pushed a little higher. I personally feel that the judges do an absolutely amazing job of supporting that endeavour. They themselves so often challenged by the work that they put in front of them. Tonight is about celebrating. Celebrating the successes of entrants and NZIPP members, as well as acknowledging, celebrating and thanking all those who put so much time and energy to making this event happen. I'll start by thanking all of the judges at this year's awards, so many coming from very long distances, and especially to our Australian colleagues. We absolutely love having you here. Everyone giving up their time and work commitments to be part of IRIS 2018. It is also only through the phenomenal support and generosity of our sponsors that we are able to continue bringing you this significant event of New Zealand's photographic endeavour, or calendar. NIKON as the IRIS Awards major sponsor, Ilford, Canon, LaCie, CRK, Epson, Fujifilm, iPhoto, Sony, Leica, Memento Pro, Olympus, North and South, and D-Photo magazine. You believe in what we, the NZIPP, do, and are all amazing for doing that. So a very heartfelt thank you to you all. I stand here tonight as one person among a team of people who put their heart and soul into NZIPP as an organisation, as well as working to bring you an event we can all be incredibly proud of. To my fellow board members, Ollie, Claire, we won't get you to stand up again, Sarah and Mike, your collective drive and vision to meet the challenging dynamics of the profession of photography is nothing but incredible. Our goals are also supported by Gerard Emery, following his appointment earlier this year in the newly created role of NZIPP Board Advisor. It is a huge honour to work alongside and be part of this amazing team of people. Kate Christie, the enthusiasm and energy you have put into bringing this event to fruition after taking over the reins from Catherine Williams has been nothing but amazing. An extra thank you to Michael Watson, who took on the mammoth role of running the judging system this year, supported by Chad from Designer Tech and Sherazad from Victoria University. Thank you all for making it work and making it a success. And a few others deserving a special mention are M. Blackmore, Jace Blair, Deanna Walker, Peter Allen and Melissa, and I'm sure I've probably forgotten someone, but huge hugs and kisses and warm penguin fuzzies from you, to you all. The list of volunteers that make up this event is long. The judges, panel chairs, the print handlers, members as well as UCOL staff and students, graphic designers, videographers, bakers, and they're really important, the print handlers to those doing airport and to those doing airport transfers. Please know that the support and energy each and every one of you bring is hugely appreciated. Lastly, and by no means least, is my own team, and I'd like Harry, Poole and Shah to come up on the stage. Your commitment and hard work are rewarded through knowing that the event has been successful, and 2018 certainly has. Last year, the Honours team began the process of amending the Honours distinction system. To this end, I would like to acknowledge the huge efforts of Harry Jansen and his wife Jodie, who together have spent endless weeks and hours poring over data, formulas and spreadsheets in order for us to implement the new Honours distinction system. Harry, I'd like you to accept this little token. Of our appreciation, and we look forward to introducing to you the new system starting in January 2019. Thanks, Bryce. The formal part of tonight's presentations begins with an award in honour of a very special person who has a very special place in our NZIPP heart, a man who has left a huge mark and legacy, not just in the New Zealand Awards, but also in Australia. Tonight, we honour the memory of an incredibly giving man, a man who has brought so much to the development of judging across both sides of the Tasman. NZIPP is incredibly privileged to introduce the inaugural Ian Poole Memorial Award, and I'd like to now invite Ian's wife, Louise, up to present the award.
It's a great honour for me to be here this evening to present the inaugural Ian Poole Memorial Award. First, a little bit about the man. He was passionate about all facets of photography for over 50 years. Ian covered them all: professional photographer, exhibitor, lecturer, mentor, curriculum developer, writer, curator, judge, presenter, and assessor of new members of the AIPP. He joined the AIPP in 1975 and held many positions at state and national levels. Ian judged in the very first test APA in 1977 and was involved in all APAs after that, bar one, an incredible total of 39. He was actively involved in judges' training and took a special interest in mentoring new judges. Some of his career highlights include forming links with Japanese photographers in the early 1980s, and that resulted in exhibitions in both Australia and Japan. One of the most recent things to do with that was he opened an exhibition in Brisbane earlier this year with one of his great Japanese mates. In 1986, he was the Australian delegate to the World Photographic Conference in Cologne. In 1966, he was awarded an Australian Council of the Arts residency in Tokyo for 4 months. And in 2011, he donated over 100,000 images to the Queensland State Library, spanning his 30-year commercial photography. Now we come to New Zealand, and I think Kay and Ollie have touched on several things. Ian had a very, very strong belief in the Trans-Tasman connection. It was something that was very, very dear to him. And this goes back to the early 2000s, when Ian first met Simon Wolfe and Dick Poole. Melissa, you were part of that trip, which is lovely. 3 speaking tours of New Zealand followed, print critiques, judges training, and a workshop at the Wanaka Autumn Art School. Ian has judged at these Iris Awards for the last 10 years and always looked forward to his time here with great excitement. And I think both Ollie and Kay have touched, and Rachel, I think, touched on the fact that there's a real family atmosphere. He loved being here. Early 2012 saw him join Tim Steele's F11 magazine team, and he contributed monthly to that until its end in 2017. And over all of these years, very strong and lifelong friendships were formed. Ian had a few awards and honours. The first that he was quite chuffed about was an honorary member of NZIPP in 2014. That was followed with Master Photography NZIPP in 2016. Later that year, AIPP Master Photographer followed. 2017, AIPP Honorary Fellow. Then earlier this year, he was awarded the John Oxley Library Award in Queensland. It's a very prestigious award for an outstanding contribution to Queensland pictorial history. Now this award. I saw this as one way of furthering Ian's commitment to judging by recognising excellence. My thanks to all involved, Kay and Ollie in particular, for helping to bring an idea that we had earlier this year into reality. Many of you would have heard him passionately speak up prints, enjoy robust discussions, and he'd put a score out there at times and use the full scoring range. Over the years, I've observed judges in action. Within 30 seconds, they observe, critically analyse, assess a print, and then need to explain their perspective. I did hear one classic over the last couple of days. Ollie, thank you. For the mountains, the sticky up bits. Right up there in eloquence. It's the photography that's being assessed by the judges, not the photographer. Bill Backman said the other day that great judges immerse themselves in photographs and have a very well-developed sense of visual literacy. Ian and Bill sang from the same song sheet. Ian constantly referred back to the work of master photographers such as Walker Evans, Ansel Adams, Cartier-Bresson and Diane Arbus, just as a small selection. There are many others. I would like to acknowledge Anderson's Camera Repairs Brisbane for the wonderful restoration of the camera, which Kay is very beautifully holding up.
Try not to drop it.
Not at this point, please. Melissa, thank you. If you would convey my sincere thanks to Mike and the team at Anderson's for having done such a wonderful restoration on this. I'd also like to acknowledge Tony Holden from NIKON Australia, who was instrumental in instigating the restoration process. As we've mentioned, the Ian Poole Memorial Award recognised the significant role judges play in the award system and rewards a very full kit bag of skills. I also think that this is the first time that there has been an award for judges anywhere. And it gives me great pleasure to present this award to Johannes Van Kaan, JVK.
Present it to him.
You know, I'm never short of words to say. I could take a while, Melissa. But I'll keep it brief. All I can say is thank you.
I'm delighted.
I love being a judge. I love the education I get out of it, and I love the learning, and I love the being able to help other people if I can. So receiving this award is, it's just amazing. And so thank you. That's all I'll say. Thank you so much. Yeah. And it is beautiful. Is there a box?
And just as there's a little hidden gem in that camera, as a little souvenir of Ian. Inside the camera is a photograph of him judging. Yeah, just something incredibly special. Actually, Johannes, when you get home, you've actually got to photograph that, a really good photograph, and send it to us. No pressure. Okay, let's get on to some other awards. This year, from 1,168 entries judged, we had 457 bronze awards, 222 silver awards, 59 silver with distinction, 25 gold, and 5 gold with distinction. Out of these results come the NZIPP Honours Distinctions, where members accrue merit points based on the awards achieved. The first level of achievement is that of NZIPP Associate, awarded to a person who has achieved 10 merit points. I'd like to invite all of those receiving their Associate tonight to come up and wait beside the side of the stage, and as I call your name, come across the stage and receive your gong. Ollie, would you like to come up and... Where's Peter? Oh. You might have to get up on the stage and maybe just hand them over, maybe? Yeah.
Just read the name.
Okay, here we go.
Clap at the end. Christina got her associate last year, so she'll just be doing masters.
Oh, okay, we have Alexandra Kearns, Angie Connell, Angie. Aries Tao, Chris Pigman, Joe Boyd. Is Joe here? Julie Willits. Karen Dobia. Peter Sharp. Rachel Smith. Selena Rollison. She is here. Shah Hayes and Vladimir Petrovic. The NZIPP Master of Photography is awarded to a person who has achieved 20 merit points, including 2 silver awards. So again, I'd like to invite all of those receiving their Masters tonight to come and stand side stage. And as I call your name, please come across the stage. Peter, here's a slide. Belinda Lansley. Chris Pigman. Christina Yamamunathan. That's a bit of a mouthful. Kaz Tuckwell. Laura Smith. Michelle Fay. Myra Bailey. Paul Williams, Peter Sharp, Rachel Smith. Robert Copper, Shah Hayes and Vivian Lawson. Barter Master, is awarded to those who have achieved a further 10 points but not yet achieved that elusive goal to take them to the next award level. All those receiving their Barter Masters, please come to the side of the stage. Andy Woods. Dawn Dutton. Helen Wilkin. Juliet Capaldi. Jenna Young. Simone Jackson. Sarah McGregor. The NZIPP Fellow, next one, is awarded to a person who has achieved a minimum of 30 points, including 4 silvers.
She's waiting at the side of the stage.
Who's that one? Is that Kira? Oh, she's not the...
She's on the list.
I missed. Carrie-Anne Dilworth. The NZIPP Fellow is awarded to a person who has achieved a minimum of 30 points, including 4 silvers and 1 gold. All those receiving their Fellow, please come to the side of the stage. Chris Pegman. Craig Turner Bullock. Ian Rotherham. Marama Shearer. A Barter Fellow is achieved through earning a further 10 points, including an additional 4 silver and 1 gold, each bar contributing towards the NZIPP Grand Master Award. All those receiving their Barter Fellow, please come to the stage. What are you doing?
Filling time.
Do you want to dance?
Yeah. What?
Oh, that was close. That was close. Catherine Katanak. Janine Fletcher. Joe Francis Moore. Amber Griffin, Paul Holan. Oh, I've gotten them out of order. Lauren O'Connor. And Rachel Jordan. The NZIPP Grand Master of Photography is NZIPP's highest distinction achieved through the awards system. This award recognises a person who over many years has accumulated a total of 80 merit points, including a minimum of 14 silvers and 6 gold.
Sorry.
You really want one, don't you?
I do. 3 bronzes.
And professional standard. Okay, serious. This is very serious. Okay, tonight we actually recognise an award for new Grandmasters. Adam Buckle. And someone who's been waiting for it for a little while, Lisa Sarge. Roger Wandless. And lastly, someone who flew up specially to receive it after, again, a long wait and just real achievement, Tony Stewart.
Alrighty, we're going to come back with some awards after dinner, so please enjoy and celebrate with the people at your table who have got new shiny things on them. We'll be back soon. Okay, let's keep going. We've got some big awards coming up. Our next award is the James White Memorial Award, which is presented to an NZIPP member who, as a first-time entrant into the Iris Awards open categories, has achieved the highest aggregate of the top 4 scoring prints. Ollie, do you want to come up and present these? And this award goes to Sarah Caldwell.
Thank you very much. It's been a fantastic time here for my first time entering. It's just made it so much more special. I came last year just for a look-see, and I really wanted to be part of it. So here I am back again, and I'm absolutely thrilled. Thank you very much.
The next award was an award we started for the Grand Masters. Being the highest award, we thought, well, okay, we really need another challenge for them. So this award is for the highest scoring Grand Master who achieves the highest level within the Iris Awards distinctions. And this year's award winner is Tony Carter.
Thank you very much.
It's short. Yeah. Okay, thanks. The Curtis Poole Award is an acknowledgement for the phenomenal contribution made to both the NZIPP and New Zealand photography in general by NZIPP Honorary Fellows Brian Curtis and Richard Poole. The award going to the region that scores the highest aggregate of their top 4 members' highest scoring prints. It gets a bit of a mouthful, all these awards. In third place this year was Canterbury Westland, with 355 points. In second place was Wellington, with 372 points.
2 points.
And this year's winning region, just 2 points separating them, goes back to Central Districts. So I'd like to invite Tony Carter, Kelvin Gilbert, Adam Buckle and Shah Hayes to the stage. Now 2 of them aren't here, Tony and Adam. You're the only ones that are going to be representing the region.
What about you? You're from... Oh, no,
I'm no longer from Central District, so I don't... Eh?
Adam Buckle?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just you and me.
Why do we have 5 whiskey? Adam? I've moved, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good man. Good man.
So let's have a toast to Brian and Richard. Now we come to the Trans-Tasman Trophy Award, an annual competition between AIPP and NZIPP. Dating back to 1991, then called the AGFA Trans-Tasman Trophy, it was designed as a means of building relationships between the 2 organisations. Today, that relationship has never been stronger, and each year both New Zealand and Australia submit their top 10 entries from their respective annual awards for a combined judging. This year's outcome, and I do know why they didn't actually bring the trophy over, goes to Australia.
It's the only thing we'll ever win.
Oh yeah, we do so well at the rugby, don't we? So there was only 25 points separating the 2 after all the judging.
out of.
Okay, so
Say that.
okay, so 4,425 points went to Australia. 4,400 points went to New Zealand. So it was close. It was very close. The last honours award of the evening is the Institute's highest, that of NZIPP Honorary Fellow. And it's presented sparingly and is awarded for outstanding contribution to the image of professional photography within the community at large. And I'll invite Shah on the stage to announce the recipient.
Thank you, that's awesome. Might have to adjust these a wee bit, 'cause I'm wearing heels. Okay, alrighty. Being a photographer in a continually changing industry, we're always looking for ways of how we can stay relevant. The list of achievements by this year's recipient is as long as the superlatives used to describe them. This person has built a worldwide community, sharing knowledge that we have the power as photographers to change people's lives. And we also have the power to change our own lives through our businesses as photographers. Building a life and a career that is holistic, profitable and sustainable in one of the world's toughest markets takes tenacity and incredible self-belief. And if anyone can, a Kiwi can. This year's recipient is a photographer, an educator, a mentor, an artist, a kick-ass martial artist, and a shoe aficionado. While Justin Timberlake may have brought sexy back, this year's recipient brought back a photographic genre that started a revolution, uniting and inspiring photographers worldwide. This person has been described to me as the perfect storm, an enigma, and my personal favourite, a creative grenade of unbelievable talent with an incredible warrior within. So my NZIPP family and friends, would you all please stand? And put your chins forward and down as tonight we honour Sue Bryce, the NZIPP Honorary Fellow Award. Okay, that's all right. Charlie, you go.
So I looked at Richard Wood and I was like, oh, it's white. And he was like, Grandmaster. I've got a black one. So I just want to say, I feel like the NZIPP and the AIPP gave me the launch and the platform to put me on a world stage. And I don't know that I really deserve this award when I look at the Jackie Rankins and the Mike Langfords and the Tony Carters and the Richard Woods and many others of you that embraced me. And by the way, Poole was one of the kindest, most incredible human beings. He always embraced all the young ones coming through. And I've got to say, when I look at you guys, I always thought, I know I'm never going to be like you because I don't have your talent, but everybody has a place in this industry. And my place is to teach people how to have a strong business and to value your work with print and to get paid for your craft. And if that is the legacy that I leave in this world, then I want to keep this industry as strong as it should be, because we deserve to be paid and we deserve to be successful and we deserve to have our craft honoured. And my job is to try and keep this world industry at a level where the business is one of the most important things that survives, and print to me is the most powerful thing we have. My parents are here tonight, and I just have to say that, yeah, isn't that cool? Like, I grew up a barefoot beach Kiwi kid, and I am so proud of my country. I am tangata whenua. I am of this land, and I take New Zealand with me wherever I go. And also my business partner and my life partner who builds this industry up internationally. George, I do stand on the shoulders of giants, and you are the reason that I look at you sometimes and I say, can I do this? And you just look at me and you go, of course you can do this. And I just take another step, and every time I think I'm done, it just keeps going further and further, and it really blows my mind. But today, or the last 3 days, I walked around and saw the images. I don't know that you guys know this. You're the best photographers in the world. In New Zealand and Australia, every year at WPPI, you guys just clean up, and all the Americans are like, what do they feed you down there? And I was just like, it's just humble, and it's beautiful, and it's a big heart, and I'm so proud of being a Kiwi, so thank you so much. Alrighty. We have reached that part of the evening where it's award category time. Ooh. So I'm going to bring Ollie Dale onto the stage to do this. Now, there's a little bit of logisticalness here, so let me just share with you the procedure, because there's nothing like being freaked out and stressed out and thinking, oh my gosh, I've got an award and what do I do? There's an awkwardness. So I'm going to try and help you out here. So if your name is read out and you are the winner, come up the stairs, shake the hand of the Ollie and the sponsor. Pretend Ollie's the sponsor, because the sponsor will be here. So shake the hand, get a photo, accept the trophy. So come up to here. You may make a little speech, just a little one. And then after your speech, stand alongside the award presenter, which will be kind of around here. Just sort of hang around here a bit. And then go that way again. Does that sound okay? If you get lost, just smile, and then Doug will take another photo, and we'll carry you. It's going to be okay. We'll get through this. Alrighty. Okay. The book category, kindly sponsored by the NZIPP. So Ollie Dale is the sponsor.
Yes.
All right, so hand over to you.
Oh,
so you can read
I
out.
get to read it
you
out.
You do. That's
Wow,
your job.
I've moved up in the ranks.
So we have a tradition where we make a drum roll, we get very excited, we party. Yeah, that's it. Very nice.
The book category finalists, proudly sponsored by the NZIPP, are Catherine Kadanak, Ian Rotherham. They actually already know.
Okay.
And Jessica Jones.
This is when we do a drum roll. Okay, hang on, I haven't announced it. Oh, hang on. And then we do the drum roll. So he's going to say, and the winner is, and then we do the drum roll. Oh, yeah.
And the winner is Jessica Jones.
Peter, we need to make a phone call.
Yes.
Remember how fun this was last year? It was so much fun. Okay, so we get to make a phone call. I wonder if she's like I wonder what she's doing right now. She lives in Blenheim. She was just here like a few hours ago.
Don't ring me, eh?
Do you want to talk to her? Do you want me?
You talk. You are so much better than
Well,
me.
she's my good friend, so I'll talk to her. Okay, is it on speaker?
Yeah.
Okay. Shh, shh. Is it? Oh.
Hello, Jess speaking.
Oh, hi, Jess. It's Rachel Calendar. Your good friend.
I know, I'm watching you live.
Oh my God. You know how we were talking just like yesterday about how proud you were to get an award? Like a silver? I know. And now look where you are. I know. We're so proud of you. I wish you were here. We just want to give you big cuddles and hugs. And what you've done is so awesome. And you so deserve this. Do you want to say anything? I'm going to shut up. But do you want to say anything?
I just want to thanks. I can't even talk properly now. I just want to thank NZIPP so much for all their support for us personally as photographers growing, just personally, but also the industry, just upping the level every year. It's so amazing. I won't babble, but thanks to my designer and my editor who pushed me through even though I wanted to give up, and my family for supporting me, and for all the photographers who submitted and shared their souls, bared their souls in the stories that they shared about vomit and mistakes and all manner of crazy stuff that's gone on in weddings. And it's been great because it means that it wasn't just me that messed up and and learned the hard way. So thank you to everyone who shared their story.
Oh, Jess, we're so proud of you. Well done. Go and celebrate. Bye. Bye. That's a bit fun, isn't it? It's quite cool. All right, moving on. Commercial category, kindly sponsored by North and South magazine. So can I please invite Mike White to the stage to present this award?
Hey, look, thanks for having us along. Ever since North and South magazine was launched in 1986, over 30 years, nearly 400 issues ago, we've been about excellence in storytelling, excellence in writing, and excellence in photography. We're really proud to be associated with these awards as a sponsor. We get what you do, we support what you do, and we encourage you to keep on doing it. So, the finalists in the commercial category are Luke Harvey, Marina Matthews, and Sarah Corwell. Come on with it. We've got your drum rolls ready. So the winner is Luke Harvey.
Ruh-roh, Peter. We need to make another phone call. I wonder if he's online. Speaker. Can you hear that? It's ringing. This could get awkward.
Speaking with Luke.
Hey Luke, it's Rachel Calendar here. You haven't actually met me before, but I'm the MC at the NZIPP Iris Awards. And, oh, hi. Oh, hi. It just turns out that you are the winner of the commercial category for 2018.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's my pleasure. Like, seriously, we're all literally, I've got a whole bunch, there must be about 400 people just, like, so excited for you right now. Have you got anything you want to say?
Look, it's an honour. Just thank you to everybody, the sponsors, everyone who's put on the event. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm speechless. Thank you so much.
Oh, that is our absolute pleasure. Well done. We look forward to meeting you in person maybe another time. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Take care. Awesome. Celebrate. See you later. Bye.
We need that. Okay. Doug?
But the winner's not here.
Doug?
No.
Doug is Doug.
Thank you so much, North and South. The creative category, kindly sponsored by D-Photo. David Burns, I invite you to the stage.
Hey guys, thanks so much. This is my 4th time here and my first time up doing a speech, so it's fantastic. And I'm not, just a really quick little plug. D-Photo's been around for 13 years, and you guys all in here that are professionals are the rock stars to all our audience all throughout New Zealand that aspire to be like you guys. So I just want to say hats off to everyone here. Big clap for yourselves, thanks. And to everybody that supports D-Photo in this room, and most of the people here just are fantastic supporters, and we just want to thank them as well. Big clap for them as well. They all know who they are. Okay, it's the finalists for the creative category. Catherine Katnick, I pronounced that right. Our friend Kay Davis. And third, Shah Hayes. The winner is Kay Davis. I'll leave that there for you, Charlotte.
Sorry? No, that's yours. You take that. Souvenir from me. Wow. We were actually supposed to, all the finalists were actually given the task of writing speeches in case this event happened, but I didn't have time. Believe it or not. Gosh, yeah, well, overwhelmed. It means a hell of a lot. Thank you.
The documentary category, kindly sponsored by Leica. And can I please invite Stephen Woodman to come to the stage, please?
Thank you. You give me a lecture and I'll settle in for a little while. Hey, so my name's Steve. I'm here on behalf of Leica tonight. Some of you might have seen me hanging out at the NIKON stand. I was there. It's a bit confusing. We can talk about it a bit later on. So I wanted to start with gratitude for NZIPP. So it's my second year down here. I've been in this industry for maybe 10 years, maybe more, but only my second year down here at NZIPP. And I just am astonished at the members, the board, the guest speakers that come down. Just everybody just brings it to this weekend, and like we get all the feels, right? Like, geez, like there's been a few tears personally, you know, like Sue made me cry 3 or 4 times. Like I'm from Manarewa, right? So we don't have kauri tree. So I was just like, oh, estate houses. They can be my roots. But the speakers are so brave. Like I guess looping it back to what I see as really powerful is the way they share. You know, their personal stories, the journeys. You know, their current states, the mess, the brokenness, the joy. You know, things actually becoming realized and actually being achieved. So it's just that for me, that's the human experience. And I'm impressed at how the speakers really deliver that. So we're here to support the documentary category, which is a great fit for Laika. Laika's whole ethos is about focusing down on the essential. The idea is to remove distractions, so it's just you and your craft to capture these beautiful moments, to make photographs, to document the human experience, so to speak. So let's move on to the finalists. The documentary category finalists are Rebecca Kimpton, just there, Stacey Cavalier, Stacey's got a big crowd. And Tracy Scott. So last year when I did this, I had to take a picture with a phone. So I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen. The winner, everybody, for the documentary category winner for 2018 is Tracy Scott.
Well, firstly, thank you to Leica. Awesome cameras, guys. I'd love to use one day. And secondly, last year when I won this, I was in my fluffy pyjamas when you guys phoned and took the phone. Yeah, so I'm dressed this year. And thirdly, thank you to all the judges who do this phenomenal job all week of judging. And lastly, thank you to all you wonderful people. I feel very privileged. Thank you.
And for the first time ever, we have the family category. Oh, very, very cool. Very cool. Kindly sponsored by the NZIPP. So Ollie Dale, I'll bring you back to the stage. I guess as a sponsor, you've got the right to say a few things if you want to.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We love the family category. It's pretty exciting. And thank you all to all the entrants for entering so well. We had so many people in the category. The finalists for the family category are Angela Jury, Joe Francis Moore, and Sarah Simmons. And the winner is Sarah Simmons. No.
I actually have nothing to say. This is like literally my worst nightmare. This is amazing, but oh my God, I can't even believe this. This is amazing. Thank you so much to everybody that I'm supposed to say thank you to. Thank you.
We have the illustrative category next, kindly sponsored by Lassie. And Rahul Sharma, can I bring you to the stage to present this award, please? Here's your people.
Great, thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. It's our first year attending this event, and it's been an absolute pleasure. And the content and the passion that we've seen across the last 3 days, it's been unbelievable. It's awesome, thank you. The finalists are Harry Jensen, Kelvin Gilbert, and Richard Wood. Okay. And the winner is Kelvin Gilbert.
Hi everybody, I'm clearly not Kelvin. My name's Tony. Kelvin's a dear friend of mine. We study together. Kelvin's actually working tonight, so he couldn't take a phone call. So he has, in anticipation of winning this, has sent me a wee chat. Why am I so nervous? So I'll just read out what he's sent me. So winning this award is a great honour. It represents the hard work and determination I've continually put in to better my photographic work and style. I'd like to thank the NZIPP for holding this prestigious event, and congratulations on 80 years. I would also like to thank the sponsors of this year's illustrative category. Lassie, as an avid fan of your products, I'm personally glad to see you on board for sponsorship this year. I would like to thank my family and friends, but especially Amy, my partner in life and business. We make one hell of a team. You really pushed me to do my creative work this year, and without that, I wouldn't have created anything. I hope you all have a fantastic night, and congratulations on all your awarded entries.
That's yours. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank you. No.
You can go down the stairs and might be safe. The landscape category, kindly sponsored by Canon. And can I please bring Genevieve Senecal to come to the stage? You went the tricky way. Thank you.
I'm much taller than everyone here. Hi guys, hi team. I guess I kind of just want to give a little bit of a personal shout out. I don't know if any of you guys know, but I studied at UCOL. So
there's a whole bunch of fellow classmates here who have kind of progressed and done incredible things, and I'm so incredibly proud to be up here tonight representing Canon and having my awesome team by my side. You guys have made this weekend incredible. Jeff Poole, Brodie Poole and Tom Duncan, you guys are amazing. So I just wanted to give those guys a special shout out. You guys would have all met them on the trade stand this weekend. Right into it, I guess. So the finalists for the landscape category, we have Adam Buckle. That image in the middle is so good, I love it. We have Jane Fletcher. And last, Tony Stewart. Okay. And the winner is... Tony Stewart!
You could have rung me. Guys, I think there's a bit of a story here with the tortoise and the hare, and I think I've been bridesmaid so many times, it's nice to be bride at long last, and I think to get something like this after sort of so long and Grand Master, it's been quite a year. So look, I think not only is this about thanking Canon and NZIPP and bits and pieces there, but also to say, look, for those people that get their first bronze and first associate, you can get there. Hopefully consistency and persistence pays off. So that's what I think it's about as well. Thank you.
And then one more.
All right. We come to the nature category, kindly sponsored by Epson. And can I please bring Simon Rogers to the stage to present the award?
Epson are very proud of our relationship with NZIPP. We've been a supporter now for more than 20 years, 18 of them as principal sponsors. So we're very proud. Thank you. And we're delighted to continue our support tonight. The finalists in the nature category are Chris Helliwell, John O'Malley, and Simone Jackson. And the winner is Chris Helliwell.
I love this man, seriously. Peter, what a legend from 7 events. Speaker. Can you hear that?
Hello, Chris speaking.
Oh, hey Chris, it's Rachel Callender calling from the stage of the NZIPP Iris Awards. We've never met, but I would really like to one day. But I'm just ringing to let you know that you are the winner of the nature category for 2018. And there's a whole lot of people here that are really excited about it.
Thank you. I'm very excited as well.
Awesome. You've got some time for a speech. I've got you hooked up to a microphone so everyone can hear you. So if you want to say some things, you're very welcome to.
That would be lovely. Thank you very much. First of all, I obviously have to like to thank the sponsors for this section, Epson, and also NZIPP for putting on the Iris Awards and the event. This is my first time actually entering, and yeah,
That's quite impressive, Chris, actually, just by the way, quite impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like to just thank, obviously, the few photographers that helped me along the way with submitting my images, and my wife for allowing me all the time to go out and photograph my subjects. So, yeah. Once again, I'd like to thank the sponsors, Epson and NZIPP, and I wish I could be there, but I will be next year.
Awesome. That was a great speech, Chris. We look forward to seeing you next year. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Just the two. Just the two.
All right, we come to the Portrait in-Camera Artistry category. I really love this new titling, just by the way. Good title. Very good title, NZIPP. Kindly sponsored by C.R. Kennedy. So, Gerard Emery, can you please come to the stage? Welcome, welcome. You look sharp, Gerard.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
These
Thank
are your
you.
finalist envelopes.
Right. So firstly, I just want to say thank you to all the organisers who put this event on. I now know what you go through. I didn't do a hell of a lot, but I watched you guys do it. So thank you so much. I reckon this has probably been the best of the 18 years that actually I've been coming to this. So I'd like to say thank you so much. I think everyone's really enjoyed it. And to Catherine, I'm really sorry. This one's beaten your one. So and if Beef Tarkos is happening to be watching, we really miss you this year. So. Thank you guys so much, and it's so good to see so many more friendly faces and all my colleagues in the industry. And I just want to do a special shout out to Mark and especially Greg, who's been in the background making sure all the lighting and staging has been going. So they're my silent warriors. They make me look good. So So Portrait and Camera Artistry category finalists are. Drum roll. Catherine Katanak. Esther Bunning. Lauren O'Connor. And Richard Wood. And thank you for the easy names, because I was really worried I was going to get some difficult one. And sorry, I need the drum roll now, actually, so that the finalist is... Oh, so good. Portrait and Camera Artistry category winner is Esther Bunning.
A huge thank you to C.R. Kennedy for supporting
our industry and the NZIPP. Thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I find that stepping outside of the parameter or outside my comfort zone is actually what makes my work grow and challenges me the most. And probably never more so in the last few months, or last 6 months, than when I was phoned by Blair from Nikon saying, could I be a part of the Nikon Iconic Futures project? Now, I was matched with a camera and a lens, a film camera, the F3. Now, I hadn't shot film for almost 18 years, and I seriously wondered whether I would actually be able to do it. And it probably extended me and pushed me more than anything that I've done. I wondered whether I could actually convert what I do into film again. I'd just like to say that I think that renaming the category is something that we can all work towards in terms of really pushing ourselves outside our comfort zone and trying different things within the camera. Thank you so much. Thank you to the NZIPP.
Okay, we come to the Portrait Open category, kindly sponsored by Fujifilm New Zealand. And can Iris Wales please come to the stadium? Feels like a stadium. There's a lot of cheering and yelling going on. Welcome, Ira. I thought I'd just break that awkward silence for you.
Thank you. All right, well, it's an absolute pleasure to be here down at NZIPP. It's my 3rd year. I've enjoyed every year, and it's an absolute pleasure to present this award. You know, Fujifilm has been around for as long as the NZIPP has, which is great, but it's only a short recent history really with our movement into mirrorless and our X series branded cameras for the last 7 years now. And it's really wonderful to get to meet so many of you here that are using our X series branded cameras and really see that passion for it. Long may it continue. So it is a pleasure, and I'll announce these finalists here. I'll start with Craig Turner Bullock. Calvin Gilbert. And Richard Wood.
I did not expect that at all. Thanks NZIPP, thanks to Fuji, not just for sponsoring the category, but for taking me on as an ex-photographer as well, and supporting what I've been doing. I really appreciate that. And I didn't expect to win, but I did write down a bit of scribble, so I didn't forget anybody. I really wanted to thank all my NZIPP family. I think we have a fantastic community of people, and I've loved being a member for the past 3 years. I want to say thanks to my Barker family as well, who are all my dog photography crew, and special thanks to Chris, my husband, who puts up with me booking sessions when I probably shouldn't be, which includes all the places we went on holiday. We were in Paris for 1 day, and I spent 4 hours with this dog to get this shot at the Louvre. So thanks, Chris. I love you. I just wanted to say, lots of people who know me often hear me say, if in doubt, apply more glitter. I put extra glitter on tonight because I did not think I would win this. I put that into my business as well, and what I really mean, not literally, although sometimes, you know, it doesn't hurt, is that just that little bit of sparkle that you can do for people and for your clients, and that little bit of extra magic by taking time out and thanking people. And I hope that everybody here has found a little bit of sparkle that they can go back to their lives with after this weekend is done, and had some inspiration from all the amazing speakers as well. So thank you. I'm so nervous, but hey, thank you very much.
Okay, we come to the student category, kindly sponsored by iPhoto. And can Brian Kearney please come to the stage to present this award?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It gives us great pleasure to be here again. I don't know how many years we've done it. Not enough, obviously, but we love being here with the energy and the thoughts and the enthusiasm that you people bring to the industry. It gives us a great deal of pleasure to sponsor the student category, because we know with up-and-coming students of this caliber, the industry is in very good hands. So the names that I've got in front of me: Shells Sanders, Edmund Tu, and Jack Mackenzie. And the winner is Jack Mackenzie.
It turns out you can't teach an old dog new tricks. In 2014, well into my 50s, I decided to throw caution to the wind, give up my career in science and IT, and go and study with the best at UCOL. To be honest, I thought it would be a one-year failed experiment and I could go back to my day job and not die wondering, but I hadn't thought it through. Not only did I get great tuition, but as I expected, I was pushed by my fellow students, and that's really what I was after. I had to go part-time because, you know, I'm too old to live on 2-minute noodles. And that meant I got to come to student category for about 4 years running, which I think is a bit of a record. And after 3 years of middle-of-the-pack sports photography genre stuff, I was totally over it. And this year, I decided I'm going to come last, I'm going to nail it. And here we are. NZIPP, you do an amazing job. It's totally awesome. And a lot of students fade away from the competition, but I really want to come back. To our photo, thank you for supporting the category. Without the sponsors, this show wouldn't be anything near to what it is. It's much appreciated. And I couldn't walk off the stage without acknowledging my mum. She would have been incredibly proud.
We just want to acknowledge the support of UCOL. They've been supporting the NZIPP for 20 years. And it's incredible the breadth of what comes out of UCOL. We have amazing people like Genevieve supporting Canon, and then you just on stage living a dream that you never imagined was possible. So thank you so much to UCOL for everything that you do for the NZIPP. We greatly appreciate it, and we're so proud of the results that come from your course. The travel category, kindly sponsored by Sony. Can Anna Cathcart and Aaron Key come to the stage, please?
I drew the short straw.
Yeah, always.
First up, thanks again to the NZIPP for putting on such a fantastic event. But I'd also like to give a shout out to all of the photographers who didn't win anything. Speaking from my own experience of getting a few, professional standards myself, like in years past, it is quite heart-wrenching, but having the courage to actually put your work out there and be judged by your peers, I mean, that in itself is a fantastic effort, and it's the first step towards becoming a better photographer, and that's what this is all about, right? So shout out to those guys. Sony, we sponsor the travel category because Sony's known for creating portable devices, I guess, and Sony's a history, like with the Walkman, the Handycam, they're kind of obsessed with taking the best technology and cramming it into the smallest package. And if you've ever seen an RX0, you'll know what I'm talking about. So we're really proud to sponsor this category because it's all about, I guess, beautiful images anywhere, because you know, I think, who was it said the best camera is the one you have with you, or something like that. I'm waffling now. Stop the awards waffle. And the finalists, do you want to do this?
No, not the finalists. The
finalists. Yeah. So read this first. The category finalists are Jackie Rankin, John O'Malley, and Tony Carter. And the winner is... Go on, Anna.
All right. The winner is Tony Carter.
I had a long speech prepared, but then they put my dessert down in front of me, and you can see that I like my dessert, so it's going to be a lot shorter. Thanks to NZIPP and Sony, but a special thanks to my wife for letting me go to India with another photographer for 3 weeks. So, and special thanks to Mike and Jackie for being so inspirational with their travel imagery over the last few years, or Frida really. I think that's the true beauty of NZIPP. It's all the imagery and the friendships you make. So, thanks to everybody. Thank you very much.
We now come to the wedding in-camera artistry category. There's that word again, the in-camera artistry. It's very poetic, isn't it? It's very inspiring. I do like it. Kindly sponsored by Memento Pro. And can I please invite Libby Jeffrey to the stage? You look amazing, Libby, just saying.
I just don't want to fall.
No, don't fall.
Okay, here we go. Thank you. Memento Pro has only been a sponsor for the last 2 years, and I'd like to say a very big thanks to the whole NZIPP team. I think you do extreme hospitality and sponsor care. Jackie and I love coming along. I'd also like to say thank you to everybody who came to see us on our stand over the weekend. It's great to put faces to names and also to meet other people in the NZIPP community. I also spoke to my partner in crime, work and play, Jeff Hunt, earlier this evening. He's half Kiwi. He can't be here, but we decided that we'd also like to add to the award a $1,000 credit for the winner. So, congratulations to all the people who entered. Good on you. I hope you learnt along the way. But the finalists for the Wedding in-Camera Artistry category are Chris Stanley, Dawn Dutton, and Justin Aitken. Drum roll. And the winner is Justin Aitken.
Well, which mic do I use? Thank you. I think I might use that $1,000 credit to get my own wedding album done. It's only been 5 years. I think Ollie ate my speech. Wasn't he awesome? You know, when Ollie talks, I kind of feel like I'm listening to an album of Sade. It's like, he's just a smooth operator, isn't he? Thank you, Memento Pro. That's awesome. Thank you. That credit is just amazing, and I really do think I will get the album done. You know, I get to shoot weddings and pay my bills and my mortgage by doing that, and that's cool. And then on a Monday, I get to go sit on the beach, and if there's waves, I can surf, and then if there's not, I sit with my wife and kids on the beach. And just to win something like this is just sort of that final sort of awesome thing, you know. Yeah, so thank you so much. Thanks to the NZIPP. I did kind of prepare something, but I don't know if I've forgotten something. But just lastly, I want to thank my wife. She's currently pregnant with baby number 3. Thank you. She's just an absolute champion and my rock. And without her, I wouldn't be here. I would not be here. So thank you. Thank you.
All right, we come to the Wedding Open category, kindly sponsored by Olympus. And can I please bring Christy Galea, the Marketing Manager of Olympus, to come to the stage, please?
Wow, okay. On the behalf of Olympus, I'd like to congratulate the NZIPP on your 80th year. Next year, Olympus turns 100, and whilst we've only been in part of your community for 2 years, we look forward to many more with you. So without further ado, I'll move on to the finalists. And I must apologise to the first person if I get this name wrong. I must apologise. Christina Yamarithian? Sorry? Justin Aiken. And Rochelle Whiffel. And can I have a drum roll, please? The winner of the Wedding Open category for 2018 is Justin Aiken.
Thank you very much, Olympus. Lovely, thank you so much. I said everything earlier, but I thought I would say one thing because it's quite funny because I got this suit jacket from the op shop yesterday because I have one suit, which is the suit I wore on my wedding 5 years ago, which is currently not fitting me too well just because I think I'm eating a little bit more now. So and it's also the same suit that I wore last year when I won this award. So I kind of felt like if I'm wearing the same suit, that's going to look a bit bad. So and we're currently building a house. So I'm a little bit frugal at the moment. So this cost $15, and the lady. And I just realized my shirt was untucked. I tucked that back in quickly. It kind of matched it. But then the lady saw there was a hole on the back, and then she said, "I'll give it to you for 10." So I actually paid 10, and I felt really bad because it's a $10. But anyway, it is what it is. But thank you so much.
It's very cool, Justin. You look lovely. Okay, the highest scoring print award. Kindly sponsored by Ilford. And can Gerard Emery please come back onto the stage?
There's no finalists, we just do a drum. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh, there's only one name.
I just want to quickly say it's nothing greater than to have all of you, or not all of you, a lot of you, come up and actually tell us that you printed your prints, your award-winning prints on Ilford paper using great Canon Epson printers, but it's really good to see. So, keep it up. There's lots more paper. No, they're not sponsors. Right. So, the highest scoring print of 2018 is... Lisa Saad!
Everything has to be adjusted. There we go. I think I have to thank my husband first. I didn't thank him at one awards, and he's like, "Oh, you never thank me," so I'm going to thank him now. First of all, I'd just like to thank him, Anthony. Thank you so much. You are incredible. I give you a list of locations, and you logistically work out how we're going to get to each and every one, and I blindly follow you around wherever you are in any city, and you wait so patiently, only once cracking it really big time. Sorry. Whilst I take my photos, and this building is in LA, it's the Automotive Museum, but we went there to look at the a sculpture of lights. And I saw this across the road, and he went, "Oh, damn it." And I went, "I'll be back." So thank you so much. And I'm so happy that this award is sponsored by Ilford. Ilford, thank you for making paper that challenges us to be better photographers and to print better. I decided to print this on one of their papers, gold fiberglass, and it really pushed me. It pushed me to my limits. So thank you so much. Lots of ink, lots of red ink went into that. Thank you, NZIPP. I'm so privileged and so lucky to be able to be welcomed into your arms, just as I am at AOPP, and you guys rock. You guys know how to come together and just show love, not only to each other, but to photography. And photography is so important to me, so thank you so much.
International Photographer of the Year! Woo. Very kindly sponsored by Nikon. So Blair Quacks, can you please come to the stage? Come hang out with me. Come up here, Blair. These are your finalists.
How exciting. Okay, so just briefly, this year Nikon has stepped up the sponsorship. We're now the major sponsor of the Iris Awards, and there's a fantastic gala dinner. So I did write a speech, but I just can't for the life of me manage to pull it out of my pocket. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm nervous. But I beg your pardon. But anyway, without further ado, I will read the finalists for the category of International Photographer of the Year. Okay, so we have Aries Tao. Kieran Dobia. Lisa Saad. And Paul Holan. I'm going to try and get this out of the packet. Here we go. Drumroll, thank you very much. And the winner is Lisa Sai.
Okay, I'm a little bit surprised. Thank you. Thank you to everyone else that entered in the international category. That was a huge, huge category. And thank you, Nikon, for being sponsor of this award, and also to the NZIPP. I started taking photos when I was 6, and I tripped over a camera when my dad was building a house down in Phillip Island, on the western coast of Victoria, and I ran up to him and said I found what I needed, and I haven't had a camera out of my hand for more than, 2 hours or 3 hours. I am so invested in photography, and I'm so invested in not only everyone that wants to do well in photography, old and new, young and old, wherever you've come from, I will help you. But also in groups like this, in associations, I believe that we really need to cherish photography for what it is. I believe we're the luckiest people in the world, not only to be photographers, but work in photography. And there's just so much passion, so much want, so much desire just to do well. And I don't think there's any industry on this earth that has the same amount of drive. So thank you so very much.
I just have a few thoughts before we do the final award, and then Ollie's going to wrap up for the night afterwards. This is such an incredible community, and I love the words that Shah used earlier, the words love and belonging, and community and family, and we are a colony. And you Australians and internationals that have joined us here, you are part of this colony from now on forever. You belong here. You are loved. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you. It's not about points or awards. Well, it is. Tonight is about that. But, but moving on from here, it's about how we treat each other the 364 rest of the days of the year, like how we encourage and inspire and push and nurture. And that is the strength of what we have here in this room, and I'm so proud of that. So that is what tonight celebrates. So with those thoughts in mind, the New Zealand Photographer of the Year, kindly sponsored by Nikon. Blair, can you come back? Where did you go? You were just there. Where did you go? There you are. Haere mai, come here. Oh my goodness. I'll let you deal with that.
Thank you so much. So here I am again. Look, Nikon is so proud to support New Zealand photography and the Iris Awards. The awards has become an integral part of photography in the country. I would really like to thank the NZIPP and in particular the honours team. I know firsthand what it's like to be behind the scenes, miss most of the party, and then show up late to everything, and then have to get up again in the next morning and do it all again for a whole solid week. It really is an incredible amount of effort you guys put in. And of course, I know that you'll already be planning for the next year. Am I right? Yes. And of course, the judges that sacrifice their time and they, they share their knowledge and their experience for the benefit of the whole photographic community. But of course, what we are really here to celebrate are the photographers that enter the awards, and without their effort and passion, without their effort and passion, we would not be here. And their I'm trying to read. So, yes, I messed it up. And in conclusion, I'd like to say thank you for having us. So, let's get into it. The NIKON NZIPP New Zealand Professional Photographer of the Year finalists are Esther Bunning, Joe Francis Moore, Calvin Gilbert, and Tony Carter. Right. Do we want to know who wins? All right. Well, a serious drum roll. Serious drum roll. And the winner is Tony Carter.
First of all, I'd like to thank NIKON, not Nikon, as Lee calls it, but NIKON to me, but I'm a long-time user. Beautiful camera gear, never let you down, even in India under 46-degree temperatures. Never buy a second-hand camera off me. So, again, I'd just like to thank my wife. I'm a real wanderer with a camera, and I like to spend a lot of my time in my car just driving around taking pictures. That's my life. This award, I've been lucky enough. This is my 6th time that I've won it, so I feel really happy about that. But it started in 2000 really, and why I'm mentioning this is, in 2000 I won it, and from there I knew nobody in this industry. I actually just rocked up to print judging for the first time. Had been working for a photographer for a number of years, so I knew the game. But yes, I was lucky to take it out, and I remember walking around looking at all the rock stars of photography, and that I knew their names, and was just feeling really overwhelmed. And I was lucky enough to take it out, with film capture, fibre-based prints, that sort of thing. Real, observing photography, and from then it sort of, over the last 18 years, it's gone through cycles, and I sort of believe I was one of the first people to do a lot of manipulation, with images, and before it was normal. And now it's come right round again to this year, where the images are all, observations and just, how I see. And I just find that's, very special to me, and that's what's made me lift my game and try very hard again, just so, that's just my own goal, I suppose. Really, and I don't really have much else to say. I mean, I love bashing other people's work, as you know. Actually, another thing I did want to mention actually was, I had some very high-scoring prints, and my last print on the last day was a professional standard that that was actually bashed very hard by Ollie Dale. So we'll have a talk about that later, Ollie. And all I've got really left to say, and actually, this event has just been totally amazing, from the judges' briefing and the judging session that we had with Bill and Gary. They scared the bejesus out of me on that day. But, we all learnt so much, and I believe we sort of carried that right through. And I'd like to thank the NZIPP team led by Kay Davis, who got me here tonight without saying anything at all, really. Thanks, Kay. But, and just to finish off, I'd like to dedicate this to Mr. Poole.
That's only fair enough, Tony, because you've slammed my work before, bud, so there we go. We're even, Stephen. One last massive round of applause. Lift the roof. Declare this building not fit for standing in for Rachel Callender. She is the icing on the cake, and she makes this whole weekend run so professionally. So I love you, Rach. Happy birthday, NZIPP. We're 80 years old this year. If you were unlucky enough to miss out on one of these beautiful little pins that we had created to celebrate, I do have some of the leftovers, and I would love you guys to go home with them, because this really is a piece of history. 80 years old, and we're proud of that. So come and see me. And I know all Gerard wants to do is drink, so I'm going to keep this brief. Next year, we've already booked. It's in June. We've got big plans. It's bigger and better, and it's going to be amazing. So thank you to the board, and thank you to all of you. Good night.